The New York Yacht Club has always been a pioneer in yacht racing, and this year's New York Yacht Club Race Week at Newport, presented by Rolex, is no exception. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson from T2P TV, and for this year's event, the Yacht Club has included a mixture of offshore buoy racing, inshore stadium sailing, and distance races that finish right here in the harbor off of Fort Adams. We begin today offshore again with the Swan 42s and J109s.
The first fleet off the line are 13 Swan 42s currently sailing in their U.S. National Championship here in Newport, Rhode Island. Next up, the largest one-design fleet in this regatta, the J109 sailing their North American Championship. 17 boats spread across the line. Here's the gun, and they're off. Division leader is Jonathan Rhett Schaefer's Emoticon. Ted Herlihy's gut feeling is a typical front runner in the J109 fleet. True to form here in Newport, as the sea breeze fills in, we start to see more boats stacking up on the right-hand side. That's where the breeze is building. Just about most of the fleet now stacks up from the right-hand side. We're at the top mark, offset with the leaders. It's Conspiracy out in first place. From New York and Imperial Puna Yacht Clubs, it's John Healy's Daring, second place former North American champion. You can see boats overstood on the ley line, and those that tack short make it without a problem due to the current, which the way we're looking is setting right to left. Haas is the division leader. They're currently in about 5th place right now, one of their higher scoring races. Driving with a broken arm, good effort. Sea breeze has actually dropped off a bit. It's shifty. The fleet is spread out, but for one boat, Caminos has a commanding lead in the J109s. Light air is when you tend to see the boats from Annapolis or the Chesapeake Bay do well. We're used to it, and so is Bill Sweetser. He's moved into 2nd place. Well, Emoticon is leading this division. They had a good start. They're in 4th behind this boat, Nautilus. Same problem in this fleet. The current has set a lot of the starboard tack boats over the line. The breeze has also shifted right, and that's got most of these 109s jibing onto port. That right shift is working for the Swan 42s, heading back upwind as well. Our leaders are off here to the right-hand side. Conspiracy is still in charge. I don't know what Donald Filippelli had for breakfast, but Caminos is a country mile ahead of the rest of the J109s. Here's Bill Sweetser. About a minute and 20 seconds have gone by. That's a lot to make up on the next two legs. Next stop for the Swan 42s is the finish. So that wraps up our first race of the day in the Swan 42, and for Henry Woods and crew, Conspiracy will take their first bullet of the regatta. And Donald Filippelli's Caminos wraps up first place in the J109s. We've gone inside Narragansett Bay now, and that's where we find IRC 1, 2, and 3 special distance courses like sharks in a fishbowl, and it looks like fun. That was an America's Cup style reaching start for the Marstrom 32s, and they're off inshore near Goat Island. The boats head upwind between Goat and Rose Island. Here's Ken Reed aboard Powell, sailing with his nephew. Like a mini America's Cup here in Newport, Rhode Island. And finally, IRC1 back on the starting line for their second race. Rambler tacks over to the right. Vesper, owned by Jim Swartz, is leading this division. Back in the Cats, and who knows these waters better than the Reed family? It's no surprise, they're out in front. They seem to be leaving the rest of the fleet well behind. After mark number 1, it is Vesper out in front again, but she's got some heat from the second place boat behind, Sled. The biggest shark in this fishbowl, of course, is Rambler, rumbling downwind out in the lead of IRC1.
And so the Seabreeze finally served up spectacular conditions here in New England's sailing paradise as we got off another day of racing both inshore and offshore. All credit to the New York Yacht Club Race Committee for pulling off some fantastic racing in multiple courses and multiple conditions. And there's more to come here tomorrow at New York Yacht Club Race Week at Newport, presented by Rolex. We certainly hope you'll join us. I'm Tucker Thompson. Thanks for watching.